All right, guys. This is part 2 of how your state is literally the. That's on.
Yeah.
Your state is literally
Got
the
the levels.
determining factor on how your life. Jim Carrey comes out in The Office? I did not know that. Does he?
I'm gonna turn off the computer. Don't get distracted. Yeah.
Oh,
You never seen it or what?
no.
This food doesn't watch anything.
That's crazy. Shut up. How your state literally, if you can control your state, you can literally control the quality of your life. Your state impacts the quality of decisions that you make. The quality of decisions you make literally is ultimately the quality of life that you have. The better decisions you make, the better life you have. The better life you have, the happier you are. The happier you are, the better decisions you make, and it goes around in a circle like that.
And the better decisions you make, the happier you are.
Exactly. And so where we left off was we were talking about we were going into the gym in the morning and how doing hard things in the morning was affecting our state. So now we're going to start getting into wrapping this subject up. The last important point I wanted to note that most people don't realize is that when people feel like shit and they feel bad, that people don't realize that your state, your attitude, the way you can change that is by changing your behavior. You change your actions, you change your posture, you change your physiology. We've talked about this on the podcast before, but today we're talking about it. We're focusing on state and the importance of state in general and solely on state, because that alone, your attitude alone, can literally affect everything else, every other aspect of your life, whether it's again, to name them off again, relationships, whether it's intimate relationships with your family, your coworkers, your clients, with yourself, with your body, with your confidence. No matter what it is, all of those will be immensely better if you're vibrating higher. So you can be aware of things equal to and less than your own vibration. And if you're vibrating so low, you're going to miss everything that is high. You're going to miss all of the positive experiences, feelings, and thoughts and ideas. So I'll give it to you right now, but what I wanted to share was Tony
Keep fucking yelling.
Tony Robbins talks about this all the time. An example is Tony Robbins talks about how he coached a billionaire, hired Tony Robbins to get this billionaire out of a funk that he was in. I think his businesses was plateauing, and he just felt like he was kind of like in the same routine. Something was going on that was messing up with his trajectory, and he hired Tony Robbins to help change it. And so the first day, I think the very first hour that Tony Robbins was there, he said that he noticed that this high performance, incredibly successful alpha guy was working at his desk and talking like this. And so Tony Robbins said, "Well, I already know what your problem is. You're in a very low state. Your body looks like it's depressed. Your body looks like it's sad. Your body is showing me that it's not here to make a difference. That it's not here to make changes." And so the first thing that Tony Robbins did was change his physiology. He got him to sit up straight. Even scientifically, this is a pretty common thing people talk about all the time now. But if you literally stand up in a power stance, you could either your hands crossed or your hands like on your hips like this with your chin up. And if you hold that for, I think it's like 5 or 10 or 15 seconds, then your physiology literally changes. Like I think your body literally releases dopamine, and your state, your whole entire state changes just by changing your physiology, your behaviors, what you're actually doing. All right, let's do it for 10 seconds. Ready, go.
Damn, the dopamine hit, G.
Damn, bro. I need to check my bank account. Damn, that dopamine hits mean, huh? I'm off the goop.
I'm worried about that thing dying now.
Is it on the last one or what?
Yeah.
If that dies, will it save?
Yeah, I should. It's
Oh.
all getting saved onto the SD card anyways.
Okay. I think we're cool then.
I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something about
State of mind, physiology.
yeah, state of mind. So like if you're in a negative state of mind, people always say if you're thinking about like a red Mustang, you're probably gonna see red Mustangs more often.
Oh my God, yeah. We just did that on the last podcast.
Yeah, and if you're in a negative state of mind, looking for the bad in everything, that's all you're gonna see, and you're not gonna see any of the good that's coming your way. Say you just had like a bad sales call or something, and you let that go down, and now you just look at all the bad that's going on in your business, and you're not noticing like, hey, I still made like 100 sales calls, and 90% of them were good, and you're just focusing on that 10% that were bad. It's gonna be a lot easier to be in a bad state because that's all you're thinking about. Another quote that everyone always talks about is like, if you had 86,000 something $100 in your bank account and someone takes $10, are you gonna be mad? And are you gonna like complain about that $10 being missing, or are you gonna move on about it? And obviously you'd move on because you still got 86,000 some $100, and there's like 86,000 minutes in a day or something like that, seconds in a day.
Oh.
And if someone messes up 10 seconds, are you gonna let those 10 seconds ruin the other 86,000 seconds in your day?
Yeah.
There's not 86,000 minutes, by the way.
But I first I didn't know what you were talking about, but now I do.
I don't remember like word for words.
Yeah, like
word for words.
The message. Yeah, like the message is that how we hold on to things. We hold on to the negative and like we let it impact the rest of the day. When literally it's our choice to like think differently after the event has happened, right?
And it's kind of just nature for human beings, because I mean, you look at the news, all the stuff that gets the most clicks is like the most negative stuff.
Yeah.
Because the world's messed up, G.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? That people hold on to, or that people like today are addicted to things that bring you into a negative state? Yeah, because that's generally what it is. Like, if you watch the news, that's why I always tell you, like, I hate that my mom watches the news.
Yeah, I don't watch the news. I don't know why it's like that. I guess it's just like because the headlines could be more like, oh, what's gonna happen? You know, like crazy man running down the street with a knife.
Yeah,
would probably get more clicks than guy helps old lady cross street.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't know why humans are just like addicted to those negative headlines. What do you think it is?
I don't know, but I have a feeling that kind of feeds into like how this whole cancel culture, victim mentality culture
100%.
Is right now, and how that's like a majority of people. How people look to complain about how, and it's like cool now. Like, you're the popular kid if you're able to relate to somebody and like complain about how your life is right now. And like, if you could complain about a lot of shit, and if you think you've like been through a bunch of stuff, like Andy Frisella talks about this all the time. We reward people today for being negative more than we reward people today for being positive about winning.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's another thing, like YouTube drama.
Yeah.
Like people I forgot who, but I'm pretty sure those people who were exposed for faking YouTube drama to get more subs and like get more clicks on their videos.
Yeah.
Same thing with like, honestly, like the stupid like pranks that people do on each other, like I ruined my husband's car prank.
Yeah, that shit's negative. It's just negative as fuck.
I don't know why people love seeing that so much.
Oh yeah, let's watch them fuck up something this person cares about.
Like one of them, I forgot the YouTubers, but his wife owned a McLaren, and he crashed it on purpose, and was like, "That's a prank, got you."
Yeah, I mean, like, so tying all of this back into what we're saying, whether it's the victim mentality, whether it's the news, that goes along with your behavior. I mean, that is a behavior. You're literally physically consuming content or watching content, and by the way, your brain can't tell the difference between a screen and real life. So your brain literally believes that you're in this situation. That's why it feels so good when we watch TV or whatever, or even that's why it's so bad to watch porn, because your brain can't tell the difference between what's a screen and what's real. Like what's your hand and what?
I'm in it.
Yeah, your brain's like,
I'm in this. I'm turn this up, bro.
So your brain's like, damn, I must be fly as fuck if I'm in this bitch.
For today?
But my brain's like, damn, when did I get this big? Just kidding, it's the same night.
Actually hire someone else's brain to think that for me.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Damn, that's next level. That's next level right there.
I
I actually hired someone else's hand too.
moving on.
Okay. Anyway, so that goes along with literally, that is behavior. That's what we're talking about. People that live in that victim mentality state of mind. People that are addicted to consuming that negative energy, whether it's through the news, especially through social media, especially TikTok.
Yeah.
Today, remember we're talking about TikTok in the car, and he brought up, oh, have you seen like those really sad videos of like people like losing their dogs and like with a really sad song?
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, those are negative as hell.
I started skipping those.
Yeah, I
don't
did
wanna
too.
see
I
that.
keep putting not interested because those, and I hear it more and more now. Like, oh, like I saw this sad ass video on TikTok, and it's really easy for us to get addicted to that feeling, of like self-loathing and being a victim and having reasons to feel bad for yourself, because we all have a reason to feel that way. And when we feel that way, it's not very empowering. It gives us a reason to just kick back, be lazy, and forget about the things that are actually important to us. It gives us a reason to do what's comfortable. And it's a valid reason because you literally feel it. If you feel really sad, you could literally physically feel it in your chest. We've all been there. And so it feels like a valid reason. And again, that all started with behavior. Whether you saw something sad on your social media, whether you and I'll talk about this specifically for me because it'll be hard to talk about this for somebody else. But when I lost someone in my family that was close to me, and you talked about this last time, I was in high school and I lost a very, very close family member. I literally went to school and practice the next day. And I was in high school, so I didn't intuitively know why, but that's just not the way I mourn. Like I literally had to get my brain to do something that I enjoyed, which was learning. I enjoyed learning. I enjoyed being in the social environment, practice, and I enjoyed that stuff. That stuff helped me, and it kept me from really getting into like a negative state of mind from losing someone that you care about, which is a real thing that you can actually feel bad about. So we're all going to go through those feelings, but the key is what you said. Those things happen for a very certain amount of time, but what you can control is how long that stays with you, right? Didn't you mention that you did something similar when you lost a family member as well? What did you bring up on the last episode?
I forgot exactly what it was that I bring up. I think I just brought up like I just kept myself busy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I was in high school too, and everyone knows.
You were in high school?
For about 45 minutes.
For like 45 minutes?
Showed up.
I'm out.
Went to my first period.
It's not for me. What do you mean? You're like,
you don't have a choice.
You're like
I
17.
do, actually. Yeah, I just kept myself busy. I don't like just sitting and mourning and constantly sitting in my own sorrow. I've never been like a why me type of person. Yeah. I've always been what can this do for me?
Yeah, I've been I'm gonna hire someone to be sad for me.
Like, yo, you're gonna be sad for me, G.
And so
I mean, obviously that made it sound like we don't have any emotions, which we don't. I hire someone to have emotions for me.
Which is not what we're saying at all.
Yeah, it's just different people handle stuff differently.
I'm sure there's if certain things happen to me right now, I would feel like awful. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But how to make myself feel better? I would start with my behavior. I would start with what I'm doing. If I feel like crap, I would assess what behavior patterns am I doing right now? Am I just laying in bed? Am I waking up super late? Am I barely eating? What kind of things am I eating when I do eat? What am I watching? Exactly. And I promise you, if you start switching some of those things up little by little to things that are a little harder, things that push you a little bit, things that get you some of those good results you want, whether it's having a better body, having a sharper mind, you are going to start to feel better. And that's something that we all have to realize, that when you feel like crap, even when you feel good, you can't rely on when you naturally feel good. You cannot rely on that to push you to the point that you want to be in life. You only have one life. You don't even know how long you have it for.
You only got one life. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo.
You're the one with the beanie, G. You only have one life. You don't know how long you have it for. You can't rely on, oh, I'll do this next time I feel good. I'll do it next time I feel like it. You just can't. Especially now that you're aware that that feeling, you have a pretty good control of it. I'd say probably 90% control of that when you control your, when you control your behavior. And so what are some things that you do specifically? We talked about working out. What are some things that you do specifically to help you get in that positive state of mind?
Like if I'm in a bad state of mind?
Yeah, that's an even better question.
Well, like if I say I fell off the wagon on stuff that I need to do, we've talked about this already, the snowball effect going both ways.
Yeah, so we talked about like bad, like the list of things that make us feel like shit.
Yeah.
So what's the snowball effect of you going up, like people in MLMs?
Like only going up. G.
Yeah.
Like my money. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Ready? Starts here and it ends all the way up here. You're only going up.
You gotta join.
You don't look at this one. This one doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because this is the only one we focus on.
Yep.
This one.
Yep, exactly. Not a pyramid scheme, by the way.
Just doing stuff that's gonna like make me feel good. So, like working out might sound weird to a lot of people, but like the feeling of being sore, I like that. So I'll try to like work out like just extra hard. Waking up early makes me feel good. I've always liked the feeling of being up super early before the sun. Maybe it's like the sun's a little bit out and having like a cup of coffee.
Oh yeah. Those are vibes. Wow,
Just
those
vibes.
Are just vibes.
Or doing something really hard that I really don't want to do, like taking a cold shower. It's not something I do often, but if I'm ever like have been like super undisciplined for a while, I'll do that. And I'll stand there for like 5 minutes, or honestly, just sometimes go just like as long as I can.
Yeah.
But try to get like at least 5 minutes in there. Even stuff like taking a walk, getting a little bit more sunlight because I am inside a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Running. Putting all my money on testicles. Just doing stuff that like is productive.
Yeah. Is it hard for you to do that when you already feel like your attitude slipped, like you're already at a low vibration?
Yeah.
So how do you? So when you, because I mean, this is
it?
probably the hardest part. Yeah. How do you, when you're low? How do you? I mean, is it a thought process? Is it something you remind yourself of when you're low?
I feel like if you think about it,
get up?
Like the more you think about it, the harder it's gonna get. So, I would say the only advice I could really do is to just, if you think about it, just fucking do it. Like, that's really all I could say. Like, if you're, like, say you're going to start it with a cold shower, you're already in the shower and it's hot. Don't think about it. Just crank the knob to as cold as it can go and just stand there.
That's what I do.
That's like, I literally can't give any better advice than that than just fucking do it.
Yeah. And so some things that I do is when I feel bad, I definitely work out. That's probably the number one thing for me. Workout. I actually have been taking cold showers pretty often.
I'll work out and listen to like a podcast or something.
Yeah, that's
instead of music.
Yes. Or I'll work out stupid hard.
Or maybe even no music, no podcast, just in your own thoughts.
Just some hard ass shit. So now you're explaining doing some hard ass shit.
Yeah.
You're some cold showers, workouts, literally putting yourself in something uncomfortable so that you can actually feel more comfortable because you'll feel better after.
Yeah.
I think Bradley says it, the people that search for comfort, in other words, people that perform low vibration behaviors typically end up the least comfortable. Like they stay in that low vibration. But people who put themselves in uncomfortable situations, things that you're listing yourself, end up the most comfortable at the end. That's because you're controlling your state. And when you control your state, you can make better decisions. I do the same things. I work out. If I'm feeling bad, I either work out super hard or, like you said, while I'm listening to something educational, read. I'll knock out as many things as I can that I know I need to do that day. So either I'll do that, and I've been taking cold showers, which are even harder right now in the winter. So that's been fun.
I wake up, it's like 48 degrees.
Yeah, dude.
People from the middle of the country in their igloo ass states are gonna be like, that's not even cold. It gets 1 degree here.
Shut up, bitches.
Don't give a fuck. All right.
I'll hire someone to reply to you.
How cold it is inside your igloo. I don't care if you have icicles coming down your nose. 48 degrees is cold.
Pretty cold. Oh yeah. And so I'm talking about Tony Robbins and what he did for that billionaire. So after he helped the billionaire change his state, that was the one thing that led to many epiphanies for that billionaire and that all started with Tony Robbins changing one thing, his physiology, aka his behaviors, the actual actions that he was doing. These are things that we can control. These are the things that Lucas just taught you how to put into action, so even though you don't feel like them, how to put them into action anyways, so that you can raise your state. When you raise your state, you make better decisions. You make better decisions, you have a better life.
I think I saw a quote somewhere that said, if in your free time you only do the things you feel like doing, then you're going to spend a lot of your time doing things you have to do.
Yeah.
Something like that.
100%. That literally, that's along the lines of people searching for comfort often become the most uncomfortable long term. People searching for uncomfort short term, like now, like doing the hard shit now, end up in like a more comfortable situation later.
Since we were young, right?
That's true.
I have dreams of becoming the Pope. That was a bad joke. Going to hell.
Yeah. All right, forget we said that one, guys. That does sound pretty fucking hard though.
I know. I'm gonna dap him up when I see him. I don't know how you do it, G.
That's the message for today, guys. You 100% have control of the state of mind that you're in. If not 100%, 90%. If not 90%, then 80%. If not 80%, then 50%. But you are not helpless.
I would say 90% of the time you have 100% control over the state you're in. I'll say the only times you don't is when a very, very tragic thing happens in your life, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're sad because someone stole your seat on the bus and you let that affect your day, you're just choosing to let that affect you.
And that's how could you so how could someone like realize that they're in a bad state? I know for me, it's when I start catching myself in the pattern of just like you said, if someone's looking for a red Mustang, then they'll find a red Mustang. It's if I've noticed like a pattern, and I try to do it as quick as possible, of negative thoughts. Like, for example, if something happens to me and I think something negative, I'm like, oh, why is this? And I start to think back on things that I've done. Did I wake up late today? Did I eat? What was the last kind of bad thing that I ate? Where did I slip up? Because typically, if you're on top of everything, you're vibrating at a high level. Yeah. You're in a positive high state. Then the little things like that don't even touch you. Back to that analogy, you're literally a ship. The water is the negative energy. A ship doesn't sink into that water unless you let the water in first. And that's what you're in control of. You're in control of your actions, what you actually do. That's the message today. Any thoughts?
Thanks for lifting.
Whoa, before you. Whoa, come back. Hey, yo, hire someone to go get him real quick.
Hey.
Guys, thanks for listening. Share this podcast. Like, subscribe if you're getting any value from it. Share with a fellow you versus youer that understands that success is an inside job. Success in life, business, relationships, fitness, no matter what it is.
Shout
the
out
man
to
in the
LeBron
mirror and Russ for the shout out. Stockholm syndrome. The man in the mirror is your real competition. Share with someone who believes in that. Follow me at I am Bailey Contreras on all platforms.
At I'm Lucas Wavy on all platforms. Just kidding. Just at Lucas Wavy.
Wavy. Thanks for lifting, guys. See you next time.